What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got a little tidbit of news and information for you guys to check out in this video. A lot of small details and nuggets have come out over the last 48 hours, and I just want to go ahead and quickly summarize them for you because some of this information came out on Friday, and I know Friday's just kind of a bland news day. A lot of people traditionally are looking into the weekend, so Friday news generally goes under the radar, but there were some interesting things, including the Phantom Rage TCG press release. Now, to me, this feels really early to start talking about this set in the TCG because this set doesn't come out until November, and we're not even in July yet. So it's like, damn, dude, it's really early to start talking about this in the TCG. We still don't know a lot of what's in the OCG version of this set, especially when it comes to, you know, some of the more legacy support that we could be getting. We know that PKs and double Rs are going to be getting support in here because, I mean, the cover card is like a Raid Raptor Phantom Knight crossover card, so we kind of know that. But yeah, I think it's kind of interesting to be putting it out here this early, but Konami gave us some information specifically when it comes to the TCG version. So this core booster set, which of course will be our last core booster set of the year, it is going to be released on November 6th. Okay, that was expected. I thought it would either be November or maybe early December at the earliest. It talks about how we're going to be getting UAs, Ultra Athletes, and Formula Athletes, how they're going to be crossing over. Basically, you can just consider like athletes one big archetype. Konami kind of doing what they've been doing with Heroes forever. You know, Heroes like, yeah, Mask and Destiny, Elemental. I guess Destiny and Elemental don't work so well together, but you guys know what I'm saying. Now, it does tell us that we are going to be getting all the mechanics in here except a certain mechanic, which I'll have a full-on discussion on tomorrow. But if you are a Ritual fan, get hyped. This could mean some, maybe some new Necroz monsters, maybe some Cyber Angels or something of the sort. Now, fusions we knew about. Same thing goes with the Xyz. We know that the Sultan are in here. We know that they can fusion summon using tokens, and they can fusion summon multiple times in a turn. Same thing goes with the Xyz monsters because, I mean, the cover card is an Xyz monster, so that one was just kind of obvious. But new Synchro monsters, I have no idea what that could mean. I mean, there are so many Synchro archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Who knows what that could also, you know, who knows what that could be. And then we are also going to be getting Link monsters as well. Now, one interesting thing that I just did not see coming, and this is major to me because they are talking about, guys, 17 TCG exclusive cards premiering in this set, which is just absolutely insane. This is the single biggest release for TCG exclusives ever. This says right here, the most ever in a single booster set. So, whoa, Konami ending the year on an explosive high note. And the reason that this is so monumental is not just because this is the most TCG exclusive cards we've ever gotten in a set, but also you guys know when it came to Rise of the Duelist, which is our next core booster set, this set has no TCG exclusives. So I started talking about like, hey, is Konami done with TCG exclusive cards? Are we not going to get them in core booster sets? Are they going to move them to a different type of set or something like that? So to go from 0 to 17 is just, I mean, that's outrageous to me. But I also think, and I mean, maybe obviously I am speculating here, but I personally believe that this means that we're certainly going to get a new archetype. I don't know if maybe Konami is going to double down on like Dream Mirrors and Plunder Patrol, some of the other archetypes, but I just don't think that you give us 17 new cards and you don't want to dip your feet in with a new archetype. I feel like that is coming. I think some of the ones maybe like Kaijus, I think that's off the table because they're in the structure deck voting, but I think almost certainly maybe 6 of these cards are going to be like a brand new archetype. You don't give us 17, damn near 20 cards if you don't have something cooking. So Phantom Rage looks like it's going to be a very interesting set. Rituals in here, Synchros, Links, and almost 20 TCG exclusive cards. So that's all very interesting. We also have this suspiciously powerful looking monster that just kind of came out of nowhere. Now this is going to be a brand new monster, and I think that its name, this is a mat in the OCG by the way, it's a TCG name, loosely translates into Sky Thunder Model. And the reason that I'm talking about this is I think that this could end up being probably one of the next broken cards coming out of Phantom Rage. So if you guys don't know, and obviously I can't say for certain that this card is in Phantom Rage, but Konami does have a history of when they show these monsters off on these booster or on these mats, these monsters traditionally end up being incredibly good. I'm talking about cards that do see a ton of meta play. Usually Konami does this with like one card every so often. They'll show off a card, they'll put it on a mat way before they ever actually show the monster off, and we know what type of mechanic it is, or we know what it does, its stat lines or anything like that. Basically, they just throw it on a mat and they tell us what the monster's name is. And I'll give you guys some examples for Cap G. Come on, this card's gonna be trash, it's gonna suck. Okay, just remember, guys, Konami did this. Well, they did this with Appaloosa, they did this with Dengirsu. How did those cards turn out? Were those bad cards? Or were those cards that were absolutely dominant in the meta? And also, I guess you could kind of say, maybe we'll give a half a point to IP Masquerena. IP Masquerena was not on a mat, but if you guys remember, IP Masquerena was first revealed in the form of like card sleeves. I thought that it was like a UA monster at that point, but she just turned out to be, you know, a meta-defining like Link monster that could go into like other Link monsters. So yeah, this Gundam Utopia crossover hybrid, as people were calling it on my live stream, this could be the next OP $100 card coming out of Phantom Rage. I mean, yeah, it looks like a Utopia monster. That's why I just want to say that it's an XC, but it's really hard for me to look at this thing and see so much Utopia and just not immediately think that it's an XC monster. My brain is telling me it's a generic rank 4, and I think that's just all because of, you know, Utopia. But it definitely looks like a badass card, and yeah, if I was just going to, you know, if I was a betting man, I would probably say this card is going to end up being one of the more powerful cards in the set. Maybe it'll end up being that $100 chase card, or just a very powerful card. Last thing I want to talk about is some of the reprints coming out of the Charmer Structure deck. Evenly Matched, we got a reprint, baby. It is going to be a common. If you're like me and you sold your Evenly Matches a long time ago, because we ain't got no Yu-Gi-Oh to play right now, and I didn't see a reason of holding on to a damn near $30 card when I can't really play. Yeah, you're gonna be able to pick up Evenly Matched for I guess a minimum or a maximum of $10, but chances are this will be even cheaper in the secondary market. I'm guessing maybe it can drop down to like $6 or $7. But also Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning, obviously a very strong card, maybe not quite as important because it has been reprinted so many different times. I'm not sure if there is a common version of Solemn Warning, but I mean, I'm damn sure happy about a common version of Evenly Matched because it is such a powerful card in the side deck, and it only has a few printings, so, you know, definitely a card that should be a lot cheaper. But whatever you guys think about all the stuff that I talked about, you leave that in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.